What's up, y'all? I love you. I'm getting so real in my older age that I can barely contain myself. Wait till you get a load of this share. So, I'm scared shitless today. I don't want to walk forward and do what I have to do at all. If I allowed myself, I would be paralyzed as a woodpecker flies into my yard. I would crawl in my bed and I would pull the covers up over my head and I would just sit there. Well, that would actually still be participating. I'd still be feeling. You know, back in the day, I used to completely annihilate my ability to feel with drugs and alcohol and other behaviors. But I don't want any of that today. I don't want any of that. Like, I want to face the music. I want to move forward. I just wish it weren't this scary. But what I want to share with you is what I do for myself when I'm in these places. You can hear it's hard for me to breathe. I show up for myself now like I never knew how to before. So that I don't duck out of life today and I don't quit. I don't sabotage myself. And I actually keep moving forward, believe it or not. So, first I let myself cry. And I say, oh, fuck, this is scary. Scary as fuck. Never been here before. Have the want in the back of my head to imagine the worst case scenario and then let it spiral out of control. But I know that doesn't do me any good. So I choose to take a memory walk of all the times that I stood at the doorway of absolute unknowing, absolute newness, absolute foreign and terrifying waters, and decided to open the door. And usually I get to this place and it's not this like cogitated, beautiful, graceful surrender. I surrender my resistance and I decide to walk through the door. Nah, man, I'm not that good. I've never been that good. I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm not gonna fucking sit here any longer. I'm not gonna stay here. Fuck it. Let's open the fucking door. I mean, what the fuck's in store? And then I open the door. And I step through and there's a flash of psh, where I can't breathe and it's all so new and I feel completely disoriented and upside down like I'm going to puke. And then it settles down. And then it settles down. Believe it or not. It settles down. And I have a chance to look around and I have a chance to breathe. And I'm like, whoa. It's so new. I'm afraid to breathe. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I've stepped to the door on some massive things, you know. Getting sober, deciding to leave drugs behind, deciding to take care of myself, going to court multiple times, facing things that are absolutely terrifying to me, that I don't see how they're possibly going to be fine on the other side. But I swear to you, each and every time I have stepped to the door and ultimately surrendered my will, just not in a very graceful way, I've been gifted on the other side as I walk through the door. I've been absolutely and utterly gifted with circumstances, relationships, and provisions better than I could imagine, more glorious than I could fathom. And all I had to do was show up and trust and walk through the door. Today, I know that tons of us are feeling this way. Mercury is squaring Jupiter in their home signs for the first time since the 1850s. None of us have ever felt this before. None of us have felt many of the dynamics going on energetically in the world right now. And so, really, to think that we should stay at the door in the old way with the old information doesn't even make sense. The only way to go is forward. The only way to go is through the door. The only way to get into a better place is to open the door and walk through. But I wanted to share that I've been doing this a lot of times now for a lot of years, and it's not any easier. It's not. It's not easier for me at all. But there's one thing that's different, and it's that I have experience and I trust. The experience and the trust form faith that all is going to be well, because it's been well before. You know, before I had this, other people used to tell me it was like this, because I didn't have my own experience and my own trust and my own faith. And they kept saying to me, Heather, just show up. It'll all be fine. And I was like, you're a fucking liar. No, I don't believe you, but I don't have anything else to do, so fuck it, I'm in. And I did it because they told me it would be okay. And it was. Each time they told me that if I stepped to the door and opened the door and walked through, it would be okay. It was. And so now I have a whole lot of door openings, a whole lot of new rooms, a whole lot of newness. So this time I trust it will be the same. If I show up in the same stellar fashion, trusting that the universe has my back, as it always does, I'll get gifted, like I always do. Do the work, show up, open the door. I love you.